Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to LeapScholar. My name is Ravjot Kaur. Hi, everyone. Hi, Akita. Hi, Kareem, Supreet, Kush. Hi, Mohit. Good to see you all again for the another session. Hi, Zufair. Hi, Gurmanpreet, Kapil, Arshdeep, Manpreet, Navbarar, Kush. Great. Hi, Sai, Teja. Hello, everyone. A warm welcome to everyone to LeapScholar. This is a session is conducted specially to introduce the most difficult questions of listening module. As we all know, that listening is the easiest part we get in the IELTS as compared to the rest of the modules. And many students think that we are going to practice listening maybe some days later, because that's the most easiest part. But the questions that I'm going to share today, they are the most difficult questions. I mean, one of the most difficult types that I'm going to show you, and that has come in the recent exam. Make sure you do not take listening for granted. I know it's easy, but you can overcome such problems or the challenges that you're facing in any type of questions with the help of practice. So make sure that you attempt all these questions till end. And we are going to divide this video into two parts, because I'm going to explain how you can answer these difficult questions in an easy way. If you have seen my other videos related to listening, I have been talking about concentration. I have been talking a lot about reading the questions and taking 30 seconds and read the questions. You will get some time to check your answers as well after the completion of every part. So taking those things also in mind, I want you to complete today's listening questions. And trust me, you will find them interesting. And I'll show you how the answers would be and how to find them in a more interesting way. Of course, concentration is the key. So let's begin now. Those who are joining, welcome back to LeapScholar. And my name is Ravjot. Today I'll be covering listening module. As you can look at the topic itself, it talks about IELTS most difficult questions that I've taken. So I want you to solve these questions first, and then I'll explain why and from where you're going to get these answers with the help of the concentration and whatever the language the speaker is talking about, the accent or the rate of speech. You have to be careful. Before I start, I would like to introduce some great news. So this is a great news for each one of you, that we are starting our premium batch on 31st of May. And though this is for $999, and it's a 4-week course wherein you're going to get 30 hours of live classes with Manisha Angre ma'am, and she's going to assess 6 speaking evaluations would be there. Writings are there, 10 overall writings are there. Earlier there were 5 or 3 we used to assess, but now we are giving you 10 writing evaluations. So I think that is the most interesting part, that you get 10 writings checked by the expert. Apart from this, 6 speaking evaluations will be assessed. About the mock test, you can look at the chat box. The link is already posted. And about the mock test, so earlier we used to take paper based, but now it's on the basis of the computer based, the way computer based test happens for IELTS. Exactly the same way you can attend this one as well. So there are this is a new feature that is being added here. Computer based test you can also give, but this offer, I'm going to introduce this promo code, which you can see in the right hand side. You can use this promo code and join this particular batch, and the seats are limited. So as you know that the seats are going to fill as soon as possible. So please go ahead and use this promo code for yourself. You're going to get 20% off. All right. Yes, Dilpreet. Matching and multiple choice questions, we've already done, Dilpreet. I think you haven't watched the previous videos. I must say that you should listen and you should watch that video first. I have explicitly covered the multiple choice questions. I've taken these matching headings, the multiple choice questions and the map questions. I've taken that. So we are going to talk about a little later. Maybe in the upcoming videos, I'm going to make a video related to map and multiple choice questions, and maybe few more interesting questions that most of the students find it difficult. Today, I'm going to play this audio for you, and I want you to participate in this till end, so that you can find what are the reasons that you might not be able to answer a few of the questions because of XYZ reason. So we are going to do that today. Yes, Ashwarya, hope you now got to know what we are going to do today, the listening module. So these are the questions. I want you to take some time to read it, and then I'm going to play an audio for you, and then you are going to answer them. Okay. And keep answering in the chat box, because this will be really helpful for you. Please keep answering in the chat box. Okay, let's start. Hope you all are ready with the pencil and a paper. Are you all ready with the pencil and paper?
You will hear a number of different recordings, and you have to answer questions on what you hear. There'll be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played only once. The test is in 4 sections. At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answers to your answer sheet. Now turn to Section 1. Section 1. You'll hear a conversation between a student and a salesman. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 10. Now listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 10.
Good morning. Is that Copewell Insurance? I'd like to ask you a few questions about getting insurance.
Certainly. What kind of insurance are you looking for?
Well, I'm a student and I need comprehensive cover. You know, against theft, damage, legal problems.
I see. Students are unfortunately attractive targets for thieves. Student accommodation is a particular target because it often contains several highly portable and valuable items such as laptops. We offer cover specially designed for the needs of students, covering students in several key areas.
Oh, that sounds like it's exactly what I need. Please tell me more.
Well, the first area we cover is room contents. We provide insurance cover for your belongings on a new-for-old basis, including desktop computers against theft, burst pipes, fire, vandalism, storm and flood.
Does that also cover me if I live in university accommodation?
Yes, it does. It also covers any shared areas in your accommodation and anything you leave in locked storage on campus at any time.
Is there a limit on claims of this nature?
Yes, there is. Individual items are limited to £2,000 per claim, and the following items are limited to £600 per group per claim. valuables, musical instruments, and any data storage devices apart from computers, such as CDs, DVDs, cassettes, and computer games. Clothes are limited to a maximum of £250. However, cover for items above these amounts is available for an additional premium.
I see. And how about accidental damage?
We cover contents against accidental damage occurring while they are in your rooms, and we cover replacement keys and locks up to £150 if you lose your keys.
Does this cover items that I leave in my accommodation during holidays?
Yes, it does, but the limit is lower, up to £3,000 in total, and there is only cover for up to 35 days. That is if the rooms are unoccupied continuously for 35 days.
I understand. Am I also covered against theft whilst travelling?
Yes, you are. I should also point out that your mobile phone is fully covered, and the insurance covers any airtime abuse by the thief up to £150.
Great. What about legal and health problems?
Your legal expenses are covered up to £50,000 for defending claims against you, for claiming against other people for damage or injury they cause you, and tenancy disputes. The last one is particularly useful for students. Course fees you have paid or are liable to pay in the academic year, up to £5,000 in total, are also covered. If as a result of your illness, death or accident, you have to leave your course early, or if a parent on whom you rely for financial support suffers illness or redundancy.
That sounds very comprehensive indeed. Does the special introductory rate still apply? It says here that it's valid until the end of June.
Yes, it's still valid. There have been no changes in the terms of the offer. Can I just mention that the following extra cover is automatically included free of charge in all our policies. Our 24-hour helpline, providing advice and counselling on health, drugs, debt, housing, legal and welfare matters, cover for your personal legal liability of up to £1 million, loss or damage to property on loan to you up to £500, loss or damage to your landlord's property up to £5,000, credit card theft up to £500, injury and damage to possessions by mugging or assault up to £5,000, and accidental death of a parent or guardian £5,000.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. A fully comprehensive package. I'll come to your office this afternoon. Should I come to see you personally or...?
You can ask for me. My name is Stevens.
Right. My name is Shipton. Annie Shipton.
Okay, I'll see you this afternoon. We normally close the office at 5, but I'll be here until 6 today.
Thank you. I should make it before then. Goodbye.
Goodbye. That is the end of section 1. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
Okay. So you got some time to check the answers. You got some time to read the questions as well. So kindly put your answers in the chat box now. Those who just joined, we are practicing listening, another session of listening. And I'm trying to cover the most difficult questions because in this section number 1, if you've seen, the rate of speech is a bit high. And there are a number of things, the speaker was speaking in detail, extra information he was giving, a lot of extra information was given. So those who just joined, you will get a chance to attempt section number 2. We are going to cover 2 sections today because I'm going to explain how you're going to find them and what are the things you should keep in mind when searching or when you're locating the answers through the audio. Okay, that's okay, Arshdeep. We are left with one more section. Don't worry, or you can watch this again. So those who just joined, you can see how other students are doing and what are the techniques that I'm going to share. Okay, helpline until 6 p.m. D. Okay, for question number 7, £5,000 was written. But 5,000 pound is already written, Dhirendra. How can you write 5,000 pound again for question number 7? Okay, let's check the answers one by one and let's see what the speaker has to say and what speaker said and what he inferred or referred to. Let's look at question number 1. The question is, thieves often target students' homes because students are often at classes. So when you're at the exam center and when you're sitting in front of the computer or you're giving paper-based test, the first thing that you're going to do is underlining. Understand the question and underline the key points. It's really important to underline the important words, not only from the question, but from the options as well. That is a technique you have to follow and you should follow for multiple choice questions. So I have already made a video related to this, especially wherein I have covered multiple choice question. Those students who have a problem specifically in this type of question can watch that video. That will be really informative for you as well. So here I'm going to mark the key pointers. Can you tell me in question number 1, what is a key point? What I'm talking about, if I'm saying key pointers or key points, important words, what can you see in the question number 1? I cannot mark the whole sentence. There would be few key points, few important words that I should look into. Yeah, Jasmine, 3 to 6 you couldn't get. See, that exactly the difficulty level I was talking about in the initial, when I just started the video. Okay, let's look at the key pointers. Okay, thieves often target students' homes because students something. So who is going to target? What this audio is about. So when you're getting time to read the questions, with this initial question, you'll get to know that this is something related to thief, or the student is coming to for some insurance thing or something like that. So the audio would be related to it. So let's look at the key pointers. So thieves often target students' homes because students are often at classes. Do you think it is this the A option? Or often have a high value or portable items, are wealthier than other young people, don't usually lock campus accommodation. So these underlined words are the key pointers that I will always do that when I'm practicing. So now time you have to manage. Initially, just work on your quality instead of just looking how many answers you got correct. Just work on the quality first and mark the key pointers and see whether you can relate to these key points that you have underlined. Trust me, this will really help. Now, I'll quickly jump on to the second question. If personal items are lost, destroyed, or damaged, the insurance company will usually, what this insurance company will do, will usually allow the student to buy a similar replacement item at the current cost. So these are the two important things. Give the student the sum of money the item originally cost, give the student a fixed amount, or get the money from the thief. So these are the key points that I was supposed to underline. Okay, let's talk about question number 1. What have you marked for question number 1 according to your understanding or according to your calculation, what the audio was and what you read in the question? What was the answer to question number 1 according to you? Please answer in the chat box so that I can see that how many have you understood, how many of you have understood this question and how many of you couldn't understand the question. Question number 1, Aishwarya. What did you write for question number 1, Aishwarya? Arshdeep, yeah, that is not going to happen when you sit for the test. The recording will be played only once. So you will not get a chance to listen to the recording again. So don't do that even when you're practicing at home. Unless and until you couldn't understand the accent, then I'll advise you to look at the transcripts. But other than that, please avoid looking at the transcripts or repeating the audio. Yeah. Okay, Sanju, Let me see. Because of the time constraint, I think I couldn't do that. But yes, after this session, you can go back and watch this video again and do these questions again by yourself and try to do it in one go. Okay, Arshdeep, that's okay. You'll get the chance to do section number 2. Okay, let's get back to question number 1. So most of you saying that B should be the answer, often have high value or portable items. So let's see what is the answer and whether this is appropriate or not. So let's see, let's have a look on these two questions at this point of time. Okay, so B, okay. B and C first two answers. All right, Rivant, well done. All right, now let's see what speaker said when he referred to the home or the thieves. So the speaker said about the students' accommodation, about the particular target, right? Let's look at it, what he said. He mentioned it oftenly contains several highly portable and valuable items, such as laptops, and so on. So he explicitly mentioned, yeah, Samyak, this was the actual test that I played. So you have to practice in this manner as well, okay? All right, so since he explicitly mentioned, so B should be the answer. I think that's why most of you got the correct answer and you heard it correct because of the concentration. Let's talk about question number 2. If personal items are lost, destroyed or damaged, then what is going to happen? Many of you are saying C should be the answer for B. C. Okay, let's see what should be the answer to this part. Let's quickly look at the rest of the questions as well, and let's quickly underline them. Now, talking about question number 3 to 6, a computer, two musical instruments, 10 computer games, 3 suits. Now, we have to compare these. We have to see in terms of these pounds, and you have already got the option. You have to select from these, and it's written in the instructions. If you see, you can use any letter more than one, so more than once can be used. What about question number 7 to 10? No more than 3 words and or a number. Instructions to be read properly. The first question, the 7th question, is about the academic dash are insured up to £5,000. We will concentrate on the speaker when the speaker is talking about £5,000. What about this thing? What is valid until end of the June? So these are the things that we will highlight. And this insurance company has something, and it is open till when? Okay. Now let's look at the answers. So these are the answers, and tell me how many of you got them correct. Out of 10, you said B, A, D, C, C. Yeah, Joe, definitely. We'll get more harder. Yeah, the more hard questions from listening. Okay, so please tell me out of 10, how many of you got how many correct? Out of 10, 5 to 12. Sonia, what is the exact number? All are correct, Lakshay. Well done. Claps for you if you've done all correct. This means you listen the audio with the concentration. Great. Well done. 9 out of 10. Jyot Mahal, well done. Aishwarya, 2. Himanshu, 5. Harjot, great, 10. All right, those who are getting 5 or 2, you need to practice. 3 are correct. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. So how are we going to practice since now you know what the answer is? So let's look at what the speaker said about the questions. So for question number 1, B is correct. This was the option, often have high value and portable items. Students, the audio said that students' accommodation is a particular target about it, often contains several highly portable and valuable items. He said this. So concentration here, he didn't use any kind of synonym or any paraphrasing. Nothing was used here. He said it, so this should be correct. How about question number 2, where A answer was correct? The A was allow the student to buy a similar placement item at the current cost. If you heard it correctly, he said now new for old basis. New for old basis. Okay. So that this will give you a great idea of why second option is correct. Do you remember we underlined the key pointers, we underlined the words that we should concentrate while listening? Because when you're listening, you are writing, you are reading, you're doing multiple tasking. So yeah, that the underlined words, you can see how they used synonyms of it. Okay. All right, let's jump on to third one, wherein the audio, the speaker talked in detail. He gave a lot of information about this particular answer. He said individual items are limited to £2,000 per claim. If you remember here in the question, £2,000 was discussed here. So if you look at it, C should be the answer. Now moving further, if you have heard him correctly, if you move further, I'll read that out to you. What he said after this, he talked about £2,000 per claim, and the following items are limited to 4 to 5. So that is £600 per group per claim. Valuables, musical instruments, and any data storage devices apart from computers. So if you heard the sentence correctly, then you must have marked 600 for computers. All right. So again, concentration, listening to the audio properly, underlining and comparing what you have got. Right? A computer to musical instrument, which means 10 computer games. So the answer to these for 3, 4th, and 5th, you got it in the first paragraph. I mean, when the speaker said about this whole content, he explained it in one go about all these 3 questions. Right? Okay, let's talk about question number 7. Course fees you have paid or are liable to pay in the academic year up to £5,000 in total are also covered. Now, the question was, what exactly is covered? That was the question. Academic dash are insured up to something. So what is insured up to something? Course fees, right? So he said it in the beginning of the sentence, course fees. Hi Bivanshu, hope you all are listening, and these techniques will really help you in fetching the right answers when you're listening. Okay. Question number 8. Let me show you what was the question. The dash is valid until the end of June. So what is valid until the end of June? What was your answer to question number 8? If you see here, that sounds very comprehensive indeed. Does a special introductory rate still apply? So that exactly what the audio was all about. So special introductory rate. She was looking for the rates. All right. Okay. So hope you got 24-hour and 5 o'clock. I could see number of responses here, those who were writing. Let's talk about section number 2 now. I'm going to play this for you. Those who attended little late, joined little late, you can get this chance to do this question now. Okay, so it's a request. Please listen to this carefully with the concentration, underline the keywords or keep it in mind, or maybe you can write it down somewhere and then you can listen it properly. Please read the questions.
Now turn to Section 2. Section 2. You will hear a lecture. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 20.
I want maximum number of correct answers. Those who couldn't achieve 10 on 10, maybe this time you can achieve 7 or 8. Please go through them.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 20.
Welcome to the university. We consider ourselves to be one of the UK's most progressive and innovative universities. We pride ourselves on making a difference to our students, our staff, and to the businesses we work with. Our research and business ideas, alongside our highly sought-after graduates, contribute to the economic and social development of both our region and to the UK as a whole. Our teaching method and staff are first-rate and are supported by our world-class applied research. Our students are a diverse group and benefit from a tailored approach that helps them to get the most from their studies. Currently, 13% of all our students are mature and 9% are from outside the UK. Both of these figures are significantly higher for postgraduate students. We offer top-quality teaching and learning facilities and the ability to learn flexibly in a way that best suits their needs. For example, we are one of the UK's leading universities in e-learning and offer a range of distance learning and part-time courses, as well as the more traditional full-time courses. Our partners in industry choose to cooperate with because of our flexible, business-led approach and our high-quality research, facilities and students. Our partners include Sony, BP, the NHS, Network Rail, Cisco, SAP and Microsoft. Our facilities are state-of-the-art, and we have invested heavily in new technology over the last 15 years in order to ensure that our technological capability matches the cutting-edge approach of our teaching. We are recognized as a centre of excellence for teaching and learning, e-learning, and employability. Our university plays a key role in the city and region in which it operates. We are located in both heart of Newtown and in its leafy suburbs, and our 28,000 students add to the vibrancy and diversity of the city. Let me tell you a little about our campuses. Right in the heart of Newtown's busy city centre is the university's City Campus, a welcoming modern environment with some of the finest learning and teaching facilities in Europe. Around this hub revolves a flourishing, diverse academic community. Our second campus, only a couple of miles away, is a complete contrast. The tranquil Academia campus is set among lawns and trees in one of Newtown's leafiest suburbs, just as typical of this city, England's greenest, as the bustling city centre. In May 2005, we opened the impressive Health and Wellbeing Building at Academia campus, the £15 million beacon for health and social care education was officially opened by our University Chancellor, Professor Hall, and provides world-class facilities for our health and social care students. Plans for further development of both campuses are already well advanced, with the university planning to replace its third campus at Salt Lane with a new home for the Faculty of Computing, Engineering and Sciences at City Campus. It's not only the university environment that's popular with students. The city of Newtown is a big attraction too. Home to 2 universities with more than 50,000 students, plus Europe's largest further education college and the headquarters of Learn Direct, Newtown is very much a learning city. It's one of the country's most in-demand student destinations, and once they arrive, students enjoy the Newtown experience so much that a higher proportion stay on to live and work here than in any other city outside London. Now, with regard to accommodation, our accommodation services offer a friendly, free service to help you find the right place to live in Newtown. They have an office in the Student Union building, but they also have a website which provides details of all our catered and self-catered residences and a searchable private housing database. The university guarantees to offer all first-year students accommodation of a reasonable standard in university-owned accommodation or in the private sector. On the website, we have also tried to answer some of the most frequently asked questions and provide some useful help, advice and information on how to apply for accommodation. If you can't find the information you are looking for on our website, go into the office where our staff are happy to answer any questions you may have, or you can contact them by phone, fax or email. The university is sensitive to the accommodation needs of individuals and provides both single-sex accommodation and accommodation that is suitable for students with disabilities and special requirements. We also cater to the needs of mature and international students.
That is the end of section 2.
Okay, let's see how many of you got correct answers. Okay, question number 11. What answer have you got for question number 11? 30%. Okay, is it 13 or 30? Now, yes, with the numbers, you will definitely have that confusion. Is it 13 or 30? $28,000, 13%. Okay. Please take care of the instructions. It says no more than 3 words on numbers. And from question 15 to 17, instruction is written in no more than 3 words. So don't write in 3 words. Number, you cannot add. For question number 18 to 20 as well, you cannot add any number. Okay. All right. Since that's a question, what percentage of these students are mature? You have to write the sign of the percentage. Definitely 13% or the sign of percentage, both will do. So you can write a percentage as a word or sign will definitely come, because that's a question and you are answering it. What percentage of the students are from abroad? So we are going to use the same technique wherein we'll underline the key points and then we are going to underlining will be done when you're getting 30 seconds to look at the questions. You can definitely look at the instructions and the questions simultaneously. Computer-based students, you will get the highlighter to highlight it on the screen. So don't worry, you can also highlight the instructions and the questions and the key pointers. So if you have a habit of forgetting the instructions when you are attending the question, please mark it. Whether it's reading or listening, please mark it. Please highlight it. Okay, so percentage for students who are matured, who are from abroad. What are the facilities of the university described? How many students does this university have? So question number 11th and 12th, I got the answers for them. What about question number 13? Well done, Arshdeep. Great. Question number 13, state of the art. Okay, now you have written in hyphen. Hyphenated words are considered as one word. Just for your information, hyphenated words are considered as one word. Those who are not aware about hyphenated words, the way Harshdeep has written, like state of art, this is hyphen and we call it as hyphenated word. This is considered as one word. We will not say these are the three words. This is one word. Okay, 13%, 9%, top quality, 28,000. Okay. Live and work, new university, student union building, website, frequently asked questions. Okay, okay. Let's see. Let's see how many you got correct. So let me show you the answers now, and I want you to calculate yourselves from 11 to 20. Out of 10, how many of you got correct? So 13%, 9%, state of the art. Well done, Arshpreet, you written it this way. Samwork, question number 13, top quality teaching is wrong. Hope you got it now. Question number 15 is also wrong, Samyak. Hope now you're finding the listening difficult. New university, no, answer is wrong. Live and work, student union building, okay. Website, no, she said database. Frequently asked questions with S. So Samyak, the last question number 10, you written question. It should be questions because she said plural form. So if you're writing singular, you are not going to get the scores. Yeah, frequently asked questions, Jasmine. Frequently asked questions. Question number 16 you missed and question number 19 you missed. That's all right. So those who missed it or maybe you couldn't get the answers, please watch this video again and do the practice by yourself. 8 out of 10, that's a good score. 5 out of 10, all right. Nishantini, I advise you to do this listening test again in one go and see how many you get correct now. Since we have already discussed, I'm going to discuss section number 2 now about the words the speaker said and how it is different, how it is related. Akita, state of the art will come, right? The is also mentioned. Okay, Jasmine, I think I answered your query. Please like the video since I think you are finding this listening test interesting. That's why I brought this in front of you because I found it interesting and I thought that this might be difficult for the students as well. So please practice this again. Like this video and share it, subscribe it so that you keep getting the updated videos that we are making, the informative videos, and you can practice this way as well. So let's talk about the solution of section number 2 now. She mentioned about the campus and she gave a lot of details. Now, it will be difficult for you to choose which one is the right answer because she was talking about the campus. But the answer to this question, to the question number 11, would be, I'm so sorry, question number 11 was about the percentages. But what about question number 15? Yes. Question number 15 to 17, 11 to 14 were easy and she hasn't used any synonym or any kind of paraphrasing. Let's look at question number 15. So she mentioned about the city. Now, Newton is England's something city. So she was mentioning about a lot about the city, but greenest as a bustling city center would be the answer. So greenest will suit the sentence. So we'll write greenest. Plans for further development of both campuses are already well advanced with the university planning to replace its third campus. So if you look at question number 16, the dash is at Salt Lane. So you will look, you will search for this word Salt Lane, and then you will find the answer to this one. Third campus is the answer, at Salt Lane. What about question number 17? A relatively high proportion of students decide to something in Newton after graduating. So now, most of you answered this correct, I believe. Yes, Aman. Well done. Well done. Yes. Live and work. Yes. Yes. Great. Good. Good. Third campus. Yes, Arshdeep. Well done. Well done. Okay, what about question number 18 now? 18, 19, and 20. So the University Accommodation Services office is in the something, is in the Student Union building. So the lady said, but they also have a website. Now, when they were talking about website, they said they were talking about the online thing, searchable. If you look at the question number 19, it mentioned through online. Online means searchable. That's what she mentioned here. So searchable will be the synonym to it. That is through the website or through the student, database. So on the website, that's the online thing. That was a synonym of online. Private housing database should be the answer. I think one or two students got this answer wrong. So you can please listen it again, and then only you will be able to relate what exactly the speaker said and how it is different to the answer that you've written. Question number 20. The website also has responses to what she said, frequently asked questions, and on the website, we have also tried to answer some of the most frequently asked questions and provide some useful help, advice, and information on how to apply for accommodation. Yes, Arshdeep. Okay, you're telling this to Aman. Okay, Aman, yes, state of the art, these are the 4 words. But when you put them in hyphen, that will be considered as one word. So this can be written in hyphen. So that we call as hyphenated words. Okay, so frequently asked questions will be the answer to this one. Okay, all right. Those who couldn't achieve good scores here, that's all right. Practice is required, and that I have been advising to students. So please practice. Do not take listening for granted. This is easier, and with the help of practice, you can attain 40 on 40. At least 35 and above, you can easily score. So please practice. Please like this video, since this is informative, and share it to the ones who need practice, and show them that these kind of questions can also come, wherein in one go you might not be able to understand. So which means that more concentration is required. Understanding the question is required. Underlining the keywords is required. So there is an importance of underlining, and why they give you 30 seconds to check the answers and to review your answers. There is a goal behind it, right? So that you can get the answers correct. So it's a positive point that they give you some time to check the answers and to read the questions. So please use that time wisely. And we are going to meet for another listening, that is for listening section 3 and 4. So we'll have the remaining sections in coming week, next week. We'll do that again. So we are going to continue this test in that session. And hopefully till then you will be aware what kind of questions we are going to ask in section number 3 and 4. So please go through this audio again and answer all the questions again, and see how many you achieve out of 20. So you can look at it again and please practice. So those who wish to join, please join this as early as possible. This offer or this promo code is available till today itself. So please use this. and you're going to get 20% off. You can see the batch timing, that is from 5:30 to 7 p.m. in the evening, and that's a 4-week course. All the mock tests on the basis of computer based will be available. 6 speaking evaluations and 10 writing evaluations will be there. Thank you, Arshdeep. Thank you so much for appreciating. Please join the next listening session as well, all of you, and attend the complete session and keep answering in the chat box. Please look at the description box. All the links are shared in the description box, and it's in the chat box right now. And please watch it again and complete the exercise. Thank you, everyone. Those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe and like and share it to the maximum number of students. And if you haven't downloaded the application, please download the application as well. That is by the name of IELTS Prep by LeapScholar. You're going to get a number of things over there, free practice, grammar practice, and all the 4 modules. You can check whatever you need. It's a one-stop solution for all of you. So till then, we'll see you next week. Please keep practicing. Take care, everyone.